Weather is warming up, and so are the concern for snakes. And CBS 42 weekend anchor Alex Finney is joining us now to talk about her story. This is a really good report that we're looking forward to. Now, what do people need to look out for to protect themselves?
The main thing that people need to look out for, obviously, is making those snakes. And one type of snake that we found is so prevalent in the area are copperhead snakes. And what's interesting is that most people, when you think of copperhead snakes, you think of the big ones, right? As being the most dangerous. However, that's not the case. Actually, and we're going to talk about it more during my special report tonight, but the baby snakes are actually much more dangerous because they will latch onto you and they don't have the strength to pull out. So they're actually pumping about 2 times more venom into your body.
Right, and that's a lot. That's a lot. Now, in your last report, last hour, you talked about one lady, exclusive story that you talked to, this Janice Norton. She was bitten by the snake. How's she doing? She's in Vestavia Hills, right?
Yeah, she was actually bitten by that copperhead snake that we just mentioned. She's doing much better. However, it's been about 2 weeks now. Her hand, which we didn't show on camera because it's so swollen. She didn't even want to show it at this point. She was explaining how that venom literally coursed through her body so quickly that there were moments where she didn't even remember even getting up the stairs to get to the phone to call 911. Thankfully, she had a neighbor around, but it could have been a very different outcome.
Yeah, that's a scene that we're looking at now in the video that you really don't want to see, is a snake crawling across the road like that. Now, on social media, people are already reacting to your story. I got a tweet after they saw your story this morning. This Jeff in the doghouse tweeted me and said, "What happens if a snake is still alive when they pull it off that sticky snake path?"
That is a very good question, and that's actually something we're going to be showing tonight. These snakes, so one thing about this that these snake trappers do is they want to make sure, obviously, even though they're poisonous, they don't want to kill them. So what they do is they release them out into a heavily wooded area, somewhere completely removed from where you live. However, what people also will see tonight is sometimes they catch garden snakes, which we know are not dangerous. And a lot of times what they'll do is they'll just release those snakes back out into your front yard. They're not going to hurt you, but there are so many others out there that will, and they really make sure to remove that from your property.
There is a lot that you have to educate people about in your special report. Thanks for coming on, telling us about that. A lot of venomous snakes out there, and you'll find out about that in Alice's special report. Let's go back to Jamie.